Everyone, it's LeiSkule here, and today we will be looking at the new pit update. It's been quite a while since we've got a big update in the pit, or any update at all, so it's good that they're still updating the pit, but as you will see, it's kind of going to be a controversial one. Well, it already is controversial. The focus of this update is both to kind of reduce cheating in the pit and make it so lower level players still have a fair chance at playing, so it encourages more new players to join, rather than just a whole bunch of people who've been playing the pit for a long time and a bunch of people who will quit playing after about an hour. This update is bringing quite a few changes that will severely change how pit works, and some of them good, some of them not so good, and we will be looking at them all right now. I'm going to be going in order of all the things on the forum post, and I'm going to leave a link to the forum post in the description so you can look at it yourself. But I will be covering everything, and I'll be leaving my opinion on it and maybe some ideas on how they could fix it as well. So let's look into this. So the first thing is going to be changes to perks. There is 3 perks that are changed and 1 new perk. And this new perk is really cool, I think. A little weird, but I still think it's cool. And we'll get to that in a second. But first we have Endless Quiver getting removed, which honestly, that's Endless Quiver was something no one really used anyway, so I'm sure not too many people really care. And essentially merged into another perk called Spammer. I don't really know what that does. Spammer now grants a 3 times gold bonus instead of 2, so I guess if you're a Spammer user, good day for you, because now you can get more gold and more arrows. Co-op Cat got a change. It's something that no one used as well, so they really didn't need to change it, but now you can get it as Prestige 1 instead of a Prestige 5, so that's really cool if you like Co-op Cat, I guess. And you've been saving up, waiting to get Prestige 5, but it's just taking too long. Well, now you can get a Prestige 1, so congrats on that. And here's the new perk called Insurance. So it's really obvious what the point of Insurance is, considering that you can get it at Prestige 0 at only level 35. The point is to make it so when you're at mid, if you just basically instantly die, you get a second chance. And that's because in mid, usually the people who just drop down who are new to the game die in about 2 seconds, and then it's just kind of a repeat of that over and over again. Now, every 20 seconds, if you die, you get fully healed, and you get resistance as well, which is really cool, so you don't actually die. This 20-second cooldown is kind of low, in my opinion, because this can be used by people who are streaking, and I've used it already, just in Iron Armor, and it really helps with streaking. Obviously, this will be really annoying for people who are trying to kill people in mid, people on Mega Streaks, because it will be a lot harder to kill people, but it's really good for the people who do use it, who are in, streaking mid, who are, new to the game and don't want to die instantly. Now, up next is the change to the Renown upgrades. This brings probably the most controversial part of the update, a big change to Assistant to the Streaker, where they changed promotion, not save your lives on Mystics when you die during the Mega Streak anymore. Obviously, this was kind of almost the entire point of Assistant to the Streaker, other than getting a little bit more kills so you can get a faster Mega Streak. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of drama about this, I can say. The point of this is to make it so people are discouraged to use Mystic all the time, considering you used to be able to just use it. And as long as you got a 50 kill streak, you would be completely fine. No worry about losing lives for the most part. Is it good or bad? I never use Mystics really anyways. So personally, I don't really care about this, but obviously most people do that play Pit a lot, so this is not going to be received very well. But it did add new perks to it, which I think are really cool. You get more gold and more XP on kills, which is really good. At least they didn't just remove the no saving lives on kills and completely leave it at that. And you also get 1 extra kill every 4th kill. I guess 1 extra kill on your streak every 4th kill, which is going to really help with getting a higher Mega Streak fast. And this is going to go along with Grand Finale, which we'll see later. There is a big change to that as well, which I am excited for actually. Some change to Killstreaks. First is Withercraft is completely gone. It's going to be replaced with a new one called Rush. You'll see why in a second they took Withercraft out, but Rush gives you more speed per kill, to 15% more speed at 50 kills. You do need level 110 for this. Oh my god, that is good thing most people probably have the thing that gets rid of the level requirements, because that is a very high level. It still costs 70,000 gold, which is crazy. That is, I haven't tried it yet. I imagine it's going to be really, really good kill streak. And Withercraft, like, they didn't get rid of repairing mystics. It is now changed to Grand Finale. Well, I mean, they changed Grand Finale to repair lives now. Now, when you complete a Grand Finale, you get 4 lives on an item instantly in exchange for 4 chunks of vial, which is cheaper than it used to be, because it used to be 2 lives per, or 2 vials per life. It's very expensive, so now it's like half price. But it does cost 2 times more chunks of vial if that mystic is gemmed. Also changed its name to Magnus Opus, which is whatever. It only takes 50 kills now to reach, which I really, really like, because it used to be no one did it because there's a lot of kills. Can't really use mystics because you lose lives on it no matter what. Well, now it doesn't matter because you always lose lives. But yeah, 50 kills is very reasonable for it, and you still get the renown, so that's cool. Very good change to Grand Finale there. A lot of people might be unhappy though, because you need to use this kill streak in order to repair stuff, so that's going to make repairing stuff a little less convenient. You can no longer drop mystics, trade them, or use each chest 1 mega streak. I don't remember that being really new. I knew you could trade while on a mega streak, but I didn't know you could access your e-chest. So that's whatever, I guess. No more trading during that. Logging out during a mega streak will always lose lives, so I guess no combat logging at all is allowed anymore. Uber streaks now cost renown after the first one daily. You can have up to 4 a day. So this one is something I actually thought of a while ago. I didn't say it anywhere, but I was kind of thinking like, hey look, there's these people who are doing mega streaks all day, like Uber streaks all day. They control every lobby, and it's really hard to actually use the middle in the lobby if you're not. There's that, and also most of the people who do Ubers are doing it just so they can sell their stuff they get for real life money, so they get income to them. They will be obviously very unhappy about this, but personally I do see this as a plus. The only thing bad about this, in my opinion, like the way it affects me, is it's going to raise the price of some stuff, like gems and all that, significantly. Because of how hard it's going to be to get. Well, not hard, but like how infrequent it's going to be, considering some people do like hundreds, I don't know, hundreds a day, but like, you know, many Uber streaks a day, and they can only do 1. The punch now grants streak reset immunity for 20 seconds when launched at spawn. This is good because there's a lot of people who just hit you with a punch sword to reset your streak and kill you, I guess, most of the time, so you lose lives, or just to mess with you if you're on Uber or something. I guess that's probably why they disabled Ender Chest while on a mega streak, because you can just get punched up there and access your Ender Chest like that. I do see there being like one exploit with it though, like if you're getting hunted, you can just hit someone with a punch sword, or like you get hit by a punch sword and you're like safe in spawn for up to 20 seconds and you can like launch away, I guess, maybe. So I think that's a good change though. Some changes to shop items. First one is a total nerf to the first aid egg, like really, really big nerf. It's a 30-second cooldown now instead of 5 seconds, or no, not 5 seconds, 10 seconds. But you do lose time on that cooldown every time you kill someone by 5 seconds per kill. And you become slower when you consume it. Personally, I really like the first aid egg because I don't use mystics. The first aid egg is just a really good help a lot. So that's cool, I guess. Well, not cool. I mean, not cool. This is not cool. I don't like this change. Kind of seems unnecessary. I don't think first aid eggs were like broken to begin with, so yeah. Also a change to the golden pickaxe, which is really interesting. They removed the original golden pickaxe and replaced it with just a normal shop item, which can instantly break blocks. I think a 5 high pillar of obsidian when hitting it twice. You can purchase it in the shop by default, so anyone can get it, and this kind of just makes lobby ringing completely impossible because anyone can just go down and break a pillar. I don't know if there's a cooldown or what it is. Like, can you just break it all instantly? I'll have to test that out. But yeah, so lobby rings are going to be a thing of the past, most likely now because of that. They removed Iron Helmet, which I think is really stupid. I don't know why they did that. Iron Helmet wasn't broken. It was just kind of a nice thing to have. You could use Iron Pack, get that a little bit of extra defense while you're streaking, considering most people who are like totally decked out in God set are using a diamond helmet or the crown or whatever it's called anyways. So kind of stupid they took out Iron Helmet. Hopefully they do bring that back. Also, now you can turn off default items spawning in your inventory, which I do think is very good, but I kind of wish you could make it so it's like you can turn off the bow and the sword separately instead of both of them at the same time, but that's whatever, you don't need to use it. Some mystic enchant changing. They did add some new mystic enchants and major changes to some of them as well, and a lot of fixes as well, like to things people really hated. Divine Miracle now has less of a chance of saving your lives, which is kind of obvious why they did that. They still do not want people to use mystics near as much as they do, so they're gonna get rid of the thing that saves lives on mystics again. They fixed Gamble. Now you can't use Gamble while on Hermit Streak or using the little slime things. Good for most people, I would say, because it's really annoying getting killed in a couple hits by someone who is using a glitch to kill you. A lot of people are probably upset about that one though. They changed retro gravity microcosm. I guess it now procs less, like when you're fighting someone. I don't really know that enchant too well. I know that it does give you like more damage the more someone crits you, and it claims that it should fix, I guess, cheating fights from being like too unbalanced. Not really quite sure how that works, but okay. A nerf to regularity is a huge nerf. Now true damage is still going to count, like if you deal a certain amount of damage, it will take in true damage to account, so it's going to hit less if you're using true damage weapons. And all those bonus hits don't count towards combo enchants, which was the main reason why regularities were broken in the first place, because you could hit someone twice, which is really good for comboing people, and you could use Perun with it, which would just shred through people because you could hit twice as fast. It would always proc Perun, yeah. So good change, I guess, good nerf. It fixed a glitch with respawn resistance where you could spawn holding the pants and you would still keep your resistance if you took the pants off. Now, if you took the pants off, you will no longer have that resistance anymore. That is because people could hunt. If you use dark pants, they just put on the respawn resistance pants, switch to dark pants, and now they have resistance too while hunting in darks. So yeah, that's good. Telebow is, I'm assuming, completely fixed. Telebow is really annoying to use, especially on castle, so it made it so there's less places, I guess, that will say like you're out of bounds or whatever Telebow says when you shoot in a weird spot. So that's good, and also if it is a failed teleport, you will still get your cooldown back. So, and no worries about that now. That's great. Diamond Allergy now protects you against combat spades. I don't know how many people use Diamond Allergy, but that is really good because I do like Diamond Allergy, and it should have protected against combat spades in the first place. So, chipping now deals the right amount of damage. That might mean that chipping is broken now, because I heard a lot of people saying that if chipping was fixed, it would be very broken. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. What doesn't kill you, fix the cooldown being ridiculously long. I do know about that though, because I used what doesn't kill you before, just messing around with it. I noticed that like it never works, so that's cool, even though no one really cares about that enchant anyways. Billionaire now actually reads as 100% more damage rather than 2 times. I didn't actually know that it was plus 100% instead of 2 times. But yeah, I guess just to clarify that. Peroxide, major change to Peroxide as well. It no longer gives you regen. It gives you health when someone hits you, which is very strange, actually. It almost seems worse or better, I can't tell. You now get health when you're hit with a cooldown rather than getting regen. I guess that means it can stack with like vampire or whatever you're using, while also being a completely new enchant. The one new enchant that they did add is a new Rage Pant upgrade. You take significantly less damage from combat spades. Actually, no, I don't know if that's a lot. 1.5 less hearts. I don't really know how that works, but sure, less damage from combat spades. I guess if you have that with Diamond Allergy 3, that could be good against combat spades. I do think that this will be useful though, considering that mystics are going to be used a lot less if they don't revert this update or change it in any way. So combat spades will be used a lot more, so more protection against them is good, I guess. But that's it for the main changes. Here's just some small other changes that they added that are not in the above categories. There is now a prestige 50, so now you can get up to prestige 50, which honestly, that's great, even though I don't even think I'm going to hit prestige 25 ever in my lifetime, so I can't imagine how much prestige 50, considering prestige 35 is insanely hard to get. There's a death streak now, I guess, where you get a gapple, you die 3 times in a row without killing anyone. I guess that's just more help for people who are dropping mid and like dying instantly over and over again, even though that's not really that much of a help for these guys. A lot more lives on golden helmet, archangel chestplate, and Armageddon boots. Yeah, that's cool, I guess, considering that you can't save lives on them anymore. So yeah, more lives on them. I don't know how many this is. I'll probably put in post editing how many lives are on them. You can't use /offer with arguments beyond name and price to avoid scams. Yes, there was. So yeah, there is a scam that people used to do where like tricked you into offering something to them for like coin. No more note blocks and blockhead. So if you didn't know, if you got a note block and blockhead, your block couldn't be replaced. So if you were good at the game, you could get first place really easily. So glitched item from the event, that's great. If only they could remove all the lag from blockhead though, that would be very nice. There's a cooldown on AAA stake or protection and all the other ones that you could eat instantly. I really like this one though, because I like the AAA stake item, but it was really annoying when you like left click or right click and it just instantly eats 10 of them. So that's great. The supporter star is now hidden for nicked players. Don't really care about this one because I don't nick, but I guess if you like nicking to do whatever you're doing, good for you. Another really big change actually is they're adding Pit to the competitive game ban system, which basically means if you were banned, after you're unbanned, you will still be banned from competitive games for a longer period of time. Like 1 month after 1 month ban, you will be banned from them. A year after year ban, and your second year ban, you'll be like permanently banned from all competitive games. This is also to get rid of a lot of cheaters in the game, which is cool. I support that. A couple small bug fixes, not really stuff anyone cares about. I'll just quickly go through them. You can't quickly log out after combat logging, or you can't combat log basically anymore, I guess. You can't use Gold Nano Factory to spawn 1 billion tickets during raffle. You can't replace your Armageddon boots, worse boots, just when you pick them up, which I've never used them before, so I don't really know if that was a struggle, but good on that. Random can no longer proc above the pre-game lobby. This is because people would kill themselves and all the creepers would explode and knock people into the center, which would, make them lose lives. Fixed an instance of inventory wiping from dying twice. I have heard of that, called like double death or something like that. I didn't know it actually wiped your entire inventory, but good that they got rid of that one. Overall, I think I'd give this update 6 out of 10. I see what they were trying to do, and there's a good purpose behind the changes they made, but it just wasn't executed as well as it really should have been. Although I am thankful that they finally updated the game after a long time of no updates and very infrequent updates just overall on this. Them adding this update could mean one of two things. First is that they just added this update because they were tired of hearing people complain about the game and begging them to fix it and all that. So they quickly rolled out a new update that fixed a whole bunch of stuff people complain about. And there's never going to be an update, or not an update, till a very long time. And Pit will continue to be a relatively dead game. Or the other thing is, with the adding of the competitive ban system or whatever it's called, they might be planning on making Pit bigger than it already is, adding more updates, which would be really cool if they did do that. So I hope that it's the latter, because that would be great. That'll be it for this video. If there's anything I missed or anything I said that is wrong, please correct me in the comments. I will have a pinned comment with any edits I need to make to this video, anything I read wrong or that is wrong. And if they do make an update to this update, they revert things, they change things, I will make another video on it, or at least address it in the comments or something like that. So Bye.